Hello, everyone. Welcome here. Today, we're going to play a bit of RuneScape. Earlier, I was cooking some food. I managed to get 65 cooking, and then I AFK'd some carambons. So, I at least have some amount of edible food now that I don't have to go purchase. I have a lot of salmon that I'm going to probably use up while doing thieving later, but... Oh, I think for today's things to get done, I am going to do some clue scrolls. Because I have some of them that I should get done. And this way I can get them out of the way. Let's see, what all do I want to bring? Trying to figure out which items I want for teleports and stuff. Okay, we still have an amulet slot we can bring. I don't really have an amulet whose teleports I want to use, but I do have a glory. That's a generally good all-around amulet. We have some beginner clues to do, so I need the orb. I don't need all my spades. We'll bring the Chronicle, because that's a reasonably cheap teleport. We'll bring some food. And we'll bring a weapon. I'm gonna bring the Dragon Halberd. Why not? It's kind of a fun weapon. And then we have 3 beginner clues, we have a medium, and we have a pair of elites that we're going to do. I'm not even going to touch the master. And I think that hard... I could do this step on the hard. I think I can do most hard steps nowadays. So I think we're going to try to do the hard as well. Because I was doing it where I was keeping a hard and then I would grab another hard. And then do the one that I had. And so I'd always have one to fall back on if things went badly. But I think I'm far enough along that I can stop doing that now. Anyway. Hello, survey. Welcome here. So yeah, let's go to Falador, and let's... Hards are annoying because they can take you to the wilderness, which means you might end up having to dump all this stuff back into the bank, but... That's a problem worth worrying about later. Alright, for now, let's teleport to house. And then we take the Falador portal. Okay. So I did the quest that unlocked the music I needed for this. Okay, next step. Stashing it. Mystic Hat, Bone Spear, Rune Plate Body. In the Shiloh Village Bank. I can go buy a Mystic Hat if I have to. Bone spear is also purchasable. I might have one. I should check. And rune plate body, I'm pretty sure I have. Okay, I do have a bone spear. Hell yeah. Rune plate body. Yes, I do have one of those as well. I need more of those, but I have one already. And a mystic hat. I don't think I have any mystic pieces. How much does mystic cost? Because this might be a good time to go buy mystic. Those are GE prices. What's the real price game? Doesn't conveniently tell you. Alright, well the Mystic Hat is 15k to buy, so yeah, we're not going to buy a whole set of Mystic. I need to farm out the money and go do that, because I do need the Mystic set for other things. But not until later. Alright, so let's go buy a Mystic Hat. Oh, and I need to get the... Let's see, there's a hard clue. Do I have the levels to build a hard stash unit? I might not. Let's see, are they under other for some bizarre reason? Yeah. Stash unit's hard, level 55. Okay, so I can build one of the crystal saw. Let's see. Medium is oak, hard is teak. I don't have any teak blanks, so I have to go get some teak blanks. Okay. Oh, I do have my cash stack, okay. Alright. Let's go to the savannah and cut a couple teaks. And then from there, we'll house telly. We'll take the watchtower portal. I think I made a watchtower portal. And then we'll go buy Mystic. And then we take Fairy Ring to Shiloh Village. We build the stash. We do the clue. Oh wait, no, we need to stop at a sawmill first. Closest sawmill to a teleport. Let's see, are there any good teleports up here? Quetzal to Auburnvale. Okay. House telly. Doesn't matter which order we do this in, so I'm going to do the Quetzal first before I forget. So we got a Civitas Elafortis. And then we take Renu. Ooh, I will take the time to pet first. Two. I do not have the Auburnvale. Yes, I do too. I have the Auburnvale. Different spot than I expected. Gotta say, I thought that one was pre-built. Oh, I need to buy nails too because I forgot to grab. No. No, because there's a bank right there beside where we're going to build the stash, so I don't need to grab nails. I can just get them out of the bank. Alright. House telly. And then we take the watchtower portal, which is right there. Okay. Just pop under the wall through the shortcut. And we we go. Talk to the person upstairs in the wizard's tower here who's dressed all in mystic. AK, they look way derpier than everyone else. And we buy one mystic hat. Yeah, it costs 120k for the mystic top. We're not doing that right now, for sure. I wish I could, but we're not doing that now. Hello, Dread. Welcome here. Okay, Shiloh Village. Fastest way to get to Shiloh Village is definitely going to be Brimhaven via Ardoin. Okay, Ardoin portal's over here. I organized the portals much better on this account than I did on the UAM. However, they're organized differently, so I still have to get used to where they're at. And then I'm gonna, when I go back to the UAM, I have trouble remembering which ones are where on that one. You can't win. Okay. Now we need to get nails out of the bank. We'll take 10 bronze nails. We'll go build the stash unit. Lovely. Now we need to wear the rune plate body, the bone spear, and the mystic hat. And then let's beat the shit out of this guy. No, not the... That's right, we can safe spot him with... There's no real reason to use our special attacks on him. Special attack on this is mostly good for multiple enemies. But why not? Might give a little more accuracy or something. No, it doesn't actually do anything. Damage is increased by 10%. Okay. So that might matter a little bit. Spear. There we go. Let's try that again. Been given a clue. Okay, let's put this stuff in the stash unit. I'm really happy about the change that makes it so you no longer have to unequip things before you put them in the stash. That's so nice. And what's the next step? A loon. Okay. I do have a... Grab an anti-poison. And grab my teleport crystal. Okay. They're over there. I don't think we actually have to cross anything that the anti-poison is required for, but I couldn't remember, so I just grabbed it anyway. Yeah, because we want the anti-poison if we had to cross this. But we're not crossing that, we're just going straight down. Okay. Dig on etc. next to the evergreen tree in front of the castle walls. I think I can go there prior to starting the quest. Guess we're about to find out. Also, where do I get this thing recharged? Please don't tell me it was at her. Can be charged by a loon. Okay. Well, we don't necessarily need to get this charged right now. But if she hadn't left just then, we probably would have. Let's see. Don't remember the fairy ring code for this. It is CIP. Okay. Okay, you can go here without starting the quest, which is good. Actually, I think you start the quest on this island, so it makes sense. Okay, mountain camp with a rune full helm, blue tea head chaps, and a fire battle staff. I have at least half of that in my bank. I think you can use this bank without having to do anything special. We'll find out in a second. The blue tea head chaps would be the only question mark. And I think... No, wait, I do have a pair, okay. Yeah, because I remember... I remember Cream giving me a pair of those for a different clue, or was it? I don't think it was this clue. It might actually have been this clue, but I didn't have the level to make the stash yet. Well, now I have the level to make the stash, so... Although I need to go get more teak planks, because I didn't bother to get more than what I needed for one stash unit. Okay, so we've got everything we need. Let's go grab some more teaks. It's AJP at the fairy ring. Or Evenium Savannah. I think I'm going to go ahead and make 4 planks this time. So I have enough for 2 stash units. Just in case. Okay, and then we go house teleport. And Civitas. And then take the Quetzal to Auburnvale. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and store 2 of the planks here. Okay, mountain camp. That is over here by the Fremenic area. Probably AJR is the fastest way to get there. If I had to guess. I said there'd be beavers? No, I said there'd have to be beavers sometime. Not until 1.0 releases. Which is probably, if I had to guess, anywhere from weeks to a month away, maybe more. We'll see. Because yeah, Timberborn is releasing a 1.0 version soon. It's currently in beta. And it looks like they added a lot of very cool things to it. Including a new map that I think I'm going to have to try, where all the water is in underground channels. Okay, let's put that stuff on. Wait, knock that shit off. Really should have brought a DDS instead of the Halberd, but the Halberd's cooler. And that matters. Another clue? Really? How many steps do we have completed on this damn thing? Wait, what? Where'd my clue go? Oh, there it is. Okay, we gotta go talk to Surprising. That is 5 steps completed on that clue. It feels like more. Hello, Sealith. I have indeed turned into a mini-map. I was messing around with image masks. Okay, Surprising and Varrock, which means home telly. We're quickly Surprising's the dude in this front room here. Contained a casket. Alright, did it contain anything cool? 3 magic short bows, a black d'hide body, 11k monies, and a rune battle axe. AK, it didn't contain anything of any real value at all. I think I already have multiple black d'hide bodies. I definitely don't need more magic short bows. Those are all getting out. And the rune battle axe is similar. I don't need it for anything, so it's getting out. So let's go grab some runes. I should check to see if I have more than one black d'hide body. Because if I don't, I need it for clues. And if I do, then obviously I don't need it for clues. Okay, I only have one. So we will keep that one. That way I have an extra for... Actually, wait. No. Because I just remembered. It is marked as being needed for clues. However, the one you need for a clue is needed on Intrana. And the only way to get it on Intrana is to take the raw materials there and craft it yourself on the island. And the other one requires you to have a black dragon mask, which is a rare reward from a hard clue. And good luck. It's like a 1 in 1600. It's actually not quite that bad because you have multiple chances to roll it per hard clue, but you're going to be opening a lot of clues before you get that. Needless to say, it's much easier to get the Black Dragon Hide back if you happen to get rid of it. So we are going to be alking this for 8,000. Okay. Don't mind if I do. Give me that money. Alright, so that's the hard clue done. Let's race through the beginners real quick. Oh, and I want to go check the stash map to update it since I've made multiple stashes. One step clue? Nope. Talk to Charlie the asshole. I mean tramp. What do you want? Cooked trout. Okay, well at least I have that in the bank. This guy is a amazing advertisement for why you should disallow homelessness in cities. He's always begging for shit and he won't get a job. Okay. Give him the trout, taint a casket. That's nice. We get steel plate legs and a staff of air. I don't... Actually, maybe I do need those things. They're required for medium clues. I probably have multiple of them already, but we'll keep them on us for now. Meanwhile, next one. Raldo! I love Raldo steps. No, actually I don't. Patch of mushrooms just north of Draenor Manor. Unfortunately, I have not put a Draenor Manor portal in my house yet. Okay, we have plenty of staffs of air. And we have plenty of steel plate legs, but I can elk those later. I don't feel like dealing with them right now. Alright. Draenor Manor. Do I have a good way to get to Draenor Manor right now? Yeah, run. Alright. I really need to put a Draenor Manor portal on my house. That's one of the ones I'm missing that I want. But that costs money, and I don't want to spend 100k on another part of the... I don't want to spend another 100k on a portal room right now. Okay. So we need to go out around behind the house. Okay. Panic at the Alcrid mine. It's easy enough to do. Unfortunately, this is looking like a 3-step clue, which is the maximum they can be. Oh, it's panic, not dig. Alright. we get a singular iron pickaxe. I have tons of those. There's no way I need more. Alright, another Raldo step. And once again, it requires to go to Draenor. Okay. I really need that Draenor Manor portal. There's a couple of clue steps that are right there. Oh well. So hopefully this is a one-step clue. So bigger clues can be anything from 1 to 3 steps. And then I don't remember how it goes up from there. Nope, it's at least a 2-step. Talk to Shanty. There's a relatively easy teleport to get close by on the glory, but we don't have a mounted glory and I don't want to waste charges on my glory. So, second best way to get there is probably Amir's Arena. And then it's a bit of a jog. Alright, 2-step clue. Nope, it's a 3-step. Okay, this one's north of Falador. So teleport to house. Take the Falador portal. Alright, then we just have the medium clue and the elite clues left. It's highly unlikely we'll be able to do more than one of the elite clues. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open them both. You know, drop the open one on the ground, open the other one. And then I'm going to do whichever one has the easiest step until one of them runs out of steps that I can do. And then I will hopefully be able to get one completable clue out of the 2 of them. If I complete one of them without running into a non-completable step on the other, then we're just going to bank the other one and use it as a... okay, well that's a load of crap. A few nearly worthless runes and a actually worthless wizard hat. Alright, come on medium clue. Talk to a dude in Varrock Square. Okay. Talk to the chick outside the Tree Gnome Stronghold gates. Best way to get there is probably taking the spirit tree at the GE, since we're right there. Actually, it'd probably be a little bit shorter of a run if we teleported to Ardoin and took that spirit tree. But in the amount of time it takes to think about that, we're already halfway run there, so it's not that big of a deal. The run difference is likely short. And then we just exit by the gates. And of course we're out of run energy. I should go to Ferox and restore, but yeah. Okay. Kebab seller in Palavanich. Best way to get there is probably going to be the DLQ ferry ring. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go restore in Ferox. And then we're going to go to DLQ. We run south across the desert. Cross the stepping stone. And go talk to the kebab seller. All right. A dude on Death Plateau. Okay. Minigame Telly to Berthorpe. I think we should just... I think I can just go up to Death Plateau the easy way as long as we're praying ranged. Or wait, no, is this the guy who's in the cave underneath Death Plateau? I think it is. Yeah. Guy thinks he's a troll. Northeast of Eagle Peak. AKQ. Alright. I know where this is. How many steps have we done on this? 4 steps? I don't remember what max steps is for a medium clue. Okay. A, K, Q. Piscatorius Hunter area. And to the south of this is Eagle's Peak. Sure, I'll talk to Dr. Jekyll and get a free strength potion. I should see if I can get some tourstoles and start carrying them everywhere so I can get free stamina potions instead. But that sounds annoying. Instead, I can just hope somebody else gets 77 Herblore in the game. Okay, we got a casket. What do we got? Adamant full helm, adamant plate body, green d'hide chaps, adamant dagger, and 11 swordfish, aka a giant pile of shit. Okay. Well, let's go and bank. I think we're going to do that in Varrock. Because I like to use Varrock Square as a place to leave clues. And we're definitely going to be leaving clues on the ground. So I'm pretty sure I have most of this stuff already in my pile of clue items that need to go in stashes someday. But just in case I don't, okay, I didn't have the adamant plate body. Alright, we can't build stashes for elites, I don't have the levels yet. We don't need the strange device anymore. Okay. So this one needs us to have completed Lunar Diplomacy, which I have done. We'll go ahead and drop this clue off over here in Varrock Square. Open the other one. And this one requires us to dig in front of a furnace in the Piscatorius fishing colony, which requires a quest I haven't done yet. Alright. It's not definitely a quest I can do quite easily, but yeah, hopefully we don't get stuck on this one right away. Alright, well, let's grab our Amulet of Passage, Seal of Passage, whatever, and then the fastest way to get to where we're going is a Lunar MoonClan teleport, which I don't think I have in my POH yet for some reason. Oh yeah, because that's one of the ones I was going to add into the portal room along with the Draenor teleport. Alright, so we need to go to Relica. And you know what? I think CIP might be the best way to get there. Let's try to be a little bit unconventional. Normally if I would go to Relica, I would use the, oh, I don't remember what the code is. One that takes you to the Polar Hunter area. And then I'd run to Relica. This time, we're going to go to Miscellanea. And then we're going to run over to the docks and we're going to take the boat back to Relica. Which probably isn't any shorter. I doubt it's any longer though. Probably about the same distance, honestly. Maybe a little bit shorter. Okay, off we go to the Moon Clan Island. I really need to get the portal for this place established. Because taking the boat each time sucks. Then we head over to the Astral Altar. And then we find out just how bad it's going to be for as far as clue juggling goes. Canifus, okay, that's easy. We have a portal that takes us right into downtown Canifus. I'm going to get rid of this portal eventually and replace it with a Barrow's portal, but for now I can use it. Because currently I have a portal that leads to right over there, a portal that leads to right over there, and a portal that leads to right here. So this place is overserved by teleports. We don't need nearly this many. Okay, Pirate's Cove. Please tell me it's not Pirate's Cove in the wilderness. Okay, it is not. There's several pirate-related places up here. Pirate's Cove. Do they mean... No, that's Corsair's Cove. Where in the hell are they talking about? Oh, that Pirate's Cove. Okay. Okay. Sure, we can do that. That's the little island we stopped at when we were on our way to Relica. Or on our way to the Moon Clan Island, I mean. So we'll just do the same route we used to get there last time. Take CIP ferry ring, run to the boat, hop from that boat to the next boat, and we're there. So I think this is one of the only boats in the game where it's not a separate click action to cross the gangplank onto the boat. You can just walk on board. Which is very nice, and I wish all boats worked this way. Although most boats where you have to click to get on board, if you have somebody you teleport using them, they're standing at the base of the gangplank on the dock instead of on the boat. There are a couple that don't work that way. And they're always annoying exceptions. Okay. So when we dig over here, we can get an Armadillian or a Bandosian guard. We have the Dragon Halberd. So we should be fine no matter which one it picks. Okay, let's see if we can lure him into a safe spot. Not really. Alright, we'll just have to pray against him then. Not that it's a big deal. Come on, murder the bastard. Apparently they have an incredibly tiny chance to drop Bandos boots. I will believe it if I see it. Alright. Just south of Gutenoth, east of Gnome Glider, AKS. Okay, I know where we're going. we will take AKS to get there. Gutnoth is the ogre city. Going to the Feldip Hunter area. And then, from the Feldip Hunter area, I believe we're going north. Yeah, okay, we're there. All right. We could maybe find a distance we could say spot him out with the halberd, but we've got prayer. If it starts getting really low, then we'll worry about it. Until then, we'll just beat the shit out of him. I might as well dust spec dump him. It's not like we have any better use for it. Okay. Bow upstairs in Edgeville Monastery. Equip a completed prayer book. Okay, that's levels of bullshit that shouldn't be allowed. That clue's getting dropped. Like, dropped as in I'm getting rid of it. Actually, I might go take it and give it to, what's his face? First, I'm going to take a screenshot of this so I can post it elsewhere and complain about how bullshit it is. Anyway. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm very far away from completing any of the prayer books. Let's look at the collection log. Clues. Shared treasure trove rewards. Okay. I just need 2 more Gothics pages. I need Gothics page 1 and 2, and then I can have a completed prayer book. Or 3 more ancient pages, or 4 more of any other page. Yeah, long story short, I would have to get absurdly lucky to get a completed prayer book anytime soon. So, we're 4 steps in this elite clue, and it is going to Watson. Actually, okay, wait a second. If I turn this into Watson, is it going to reset the steps? Because it might be better to just let it despawn. Okay. It doesn't say if it resets your steps or not. going to assume it probably doesn't, and if it does, I'm going to be mildly sad, but not incredibly sad. Alright. Let's go to Krend Castle via the Krend portal. And then we're going to go turn this clue into Watson, and then we're going to go to Varrock. We're going to pick up my other clue, which I can continue. I can't until I do a quest, but it's like not a terribly hard quest. I just don't feel like doing it right now, which is why I dropped it. What quest was it again? It was, Swan Song, I think. Which, yeah, I have all the requirements for it and everything. Let's just update what stuff I have completed. Oops. Click the wrong thing. I have something for you. Hand over elite clue. Alright, please don't have reset my elite clues. Steps. Even if it did reset the steps, it is still something I would end up doing because I'm not going to try to juggle these on the ground. Okay, check steps. Completed 4 steps in this elite clue. Okay, doesn't reset steps to turn stuff into Watson. That is good to know. Alright, so for this, dig in front of the small furnace in the Piscatorius fishing colony. I believe you're not allowed in there until you do Swan Song. Or at least partial completion of Swan Song. It's not a difficult quest. The runes for it are available. I believe Crane made the mist and lava runes and passed them out long ago. Actually, maybe we just have to start it. No. Anyway, let's put this clue in the bank. Let's dump all this stuff in the bank, matter of fact. And then let's go ahead and load up this stuff and go ahead and do Swan Song. I need to do it eventually anyway. How many steps can elite clues have? Five and 7 steps. We're at 4 steps. So technically the next step could be the casket. It's unlikely, but it could. Alright, anyway. We need 10 lava, 10 mist. I don't know where I got the rest of those lava runes. 5 blood. 7 bones, which we'll get along the way. A pot lid. 5 iron bars. A log. Specifically any log, so an oak log will do. One band bot. Very important to successful quest completion. A tinderbox. And a hammer. We have to defeat sea trolls and the sea troll queen. I can't remember if there's a particular attack style you want to use on these or not. Let's check the wiki. Queen uses magic attack, water wave, and basic melee attack where possible. If you are not in melee range, she'll use prayer draining attacks. Means long range attacks are inadvisable. Okay, meleeing the queen means she will not use her prayer draining attack, however she will use both melee and magic, which means you just pray magic and wear melee armor. Yep, that's exactly what they tell you to do. Okay. Her melee can hit 16s, who cares? Alright. So I probably just want Zombie X and... do I want to use Runekite Shield? No, we use Dragon Defender. Go ahead and wear our strength gear. Steel ring. Strength amulet. Okay. Armadillo plate legs, because I don't have better plate legs than that right now. Ardoin cloak. And Radis Blessing. Okay. And then for weapon, we've got the zombie axe. That should be good enough for who it's for. For supplies, I'll bring eight cooked carambons and one full prayer potion. Okay. That should be everything we need for the combat, I hope. Okay, and then we will bring the rune pouch with house teleport runes for getting around. And since we have the cooking gauntlets, we might as well go ahead and bring those, because we do have to cook a monkfish. You know what? No, I'm not bringing those. That's dumb. We can just catch more monkfish if we have to. Alright. Let's also grab a Ring of Dueling, so I can restore in Ferox easily. Although honestly, I probably should have just ignored my health damage and let that recover naturally. Because we need to go to the monastery and I could have restored prayer there. Oh well, it's just one dueling ring charge. I have tons of those. Alright. Piscatoris Fishing Colony is just north of AKQ. And I did not bring a Drummond staff. Okay. That is clearly an error. Also, I grabbed stuff to do to superheat some iron ore, so I wouldn't have to mess around with the 50% chance to not smelt iron that you normally have. And I forgot to actually, you know, do that. Okay. That frees up a bunch of space in our inventory. Now with all this running around we're doing because I forgot to bring my Drummond staff, we're going to end up draining most of our run. Long before we get there, what was it, AKQ? Yep. Alright. Trolls are attacking the fishing colony. They're a sea-dwelling troll. Okay, need any help? Done some research on this. I think our best hope is to get a hold of an experienced adventurer. I'm a brave adventurer. Okay. So they want us to find a truly expert adventurer. Namely the wise old man who lives in Draenor Village. So I think when this quest was made, KQ was one of the hardest bosses in the game. Nowadays, of course, KQ is not considered to be particularly difficult. Alright, so he wants us to go fetch the wise old man. The fastest way to get to Draenor is probably going to be DIS Fairy Ring. Yeah, unless I want to waste a glory charge, which would be the fastest way there. I really need to get the good jewelry box in my house. Alright, anyway, DIS. Okay. Unfortunately, you have to slowly walk there. So he agrees to help us, but he wants some runes because he's out of supplies. So we give him the runes in question, and then off we go. Alright. What was the code again? AKR, I think? Guess we'll find out in a second. No, AKQ, okay. Alrighty then. In we go. It definitely helps if we actually equip the zombie axe. Not sure how many of these we need to kill, but definitely not adverse to continuing to beat the shit out of them as long as they're not doing much damage to me. I should check to see. Okay, the wise old man has run out of runes. Now he's throwing rocks at them. Which is better than doing nothing at all, but... Come on, hurry up. Oh, I forgot to actually make the pot lid. And I do need to gather bones. Which is another thing I forgot to do. So I guess I might as well pick up as many bones as I can here to save myself time later. Okay. That's lovely. We've got 6 bones, we need 7 total. We have 1 more free inventory slot. Yeah, this should work. make those bones. Okay, talk to Herman. Oh, I should have brought my clue just in case it let me do it here. All right. So various people around the colony want our help with stuff. So we will go do that real quick. While the wise old man pretends he actually did something. Okay, so we gotta press 5 iron bars into iron sheets. And use those to repair the wall. Not sure why they made their wall out of iron. That's definitely not going to survive very well in the sea air, but oh well. That's their problem, not mine. Alright, now talk to Arnold. Okay, so he needs some fish. Alright, so we need to catch at least 5 monkfish. Meanwhile, trolls will appear and create problems for us. Hopefully we can just ignore them. Okay, these are definitely lower level ones than the ones we fought outside. Go away, troll. Hopefully I don't have to deal with too many of these. Just give me the damn monkfish. I don't remember how much these guys heal. Monkfish restores 16 hit points. Okay, that's not too impressive, really. Catching and cooking a monkfish is a requirement for the Hard Western Provinces diary. Not too worried about that. Come on. We'll probably burn at least one and then have to come back and... Another sea troll. There's some pretty big hits. Apparently these monkfish are special ones that are only fished up during the quest. Also, these trolls are apparently worth no XP. Or very, very little. They must have a pretty massive negative XP multiplier on them. Okay, I got the monkfish I needed. Hopefully we don't burn any of them. There's a range over here. If I burn any, then we're back to fishing. Damn it. Immediately burned one. Only burned one, though. It's better than the alternative, which would be burning more than one. I'm not sure why you'd ever want to fish monkfish. If they only heal 16. Damn it! Burnt another one. Alright, let's try again. Seriously? We burned another one. Oh, I know the real reason why this uses special monkfish. It's because these ones are untradeable. To prevent mains from just buying the cooked monkfish and skipping a big chunk of the quest. Again? Okay, that slot's cursed. Let's move monkfish over so it's a different slot this time. But seriously, it's the fourth monkfish that's gone into that inventory slot that's burned. See, it was that inventory slot. We moved it to a different inventory slot and it cooked right away. That inventory slot right there is cursed to burn food, apparently. Okay. So he wants us to talk to a dude in the Wizards Guild basement, you know. Alright. We need a pot lid for this. Then we need to go talk to Malignus Mortifier and Port Serum. Trying to figure out where the best place to make the pot lid would be. I think I'm just going to be a little bit lazy and go to instead of trying to figure out a good place to do this, we're just going to go to Barbarian Village and make it there. Because I know all the facilities are there. It's a bit out of the way. Oh, you know what? Instead of running over there, I have a Skull Scepter Eye. Okay, so we'll make a pot lid here. And if it breaks when I fire it, I'm going to be very annoyed. Nope, okay, we got a pot lid. Now, you know. Okay. I should probably go talk to what's-his-face and claim my sand while I'm here. I keep forgetting that's a thing that I should do because it's not something that you can do on the UAM. So I'm long out of habit of claiming sand from Bert every day. But it's very worth doing because if you do it for long enough, you'll end up with a lot of sand. And that's a bunch of basically free crafting. Oh. Now, to get to Malignus Mortifier, I think our Doin teleport is probably the right way. Okay. So, Wizard Fresco is not from the Scrone, or whatever, is not willing to lend us any of his undead army. But he knows someone who will. South of Falador. And to get there, we're going to use... I was originally thinking RD teleport to then take the boat to... we're gonna call it. But then I remembered, no, we can just take the pest control minigame teleport and take that boat instead. It's probably about the same distance, and this way is cheaper. Okay, Malignus Mortifier is like right over there somewhere. I think he's right here. Okay. We need 7 bones. It's going to give us an army of undead skeletons. Need 7 bones. Okay. And then he wants us to go to the crafting guild and ask for something that can be used to hold the bones, which we're going to have a pot and lid. It's completely useless to go talk to the Master Crafter about this, but the quest forced us to, so here we are. He's like, oh yeah, pot with the lid, exactly what you need. Alright. I think I'm good for this fight. I should... Apparently this teleports us straight to the fight. Is there a place I can restore prayer around here that's not too far away? Not really. Well, there is south. We could go down there. Yeah. That's probably a shorter distance than if we teleported to the Arty Monastery and took care of it there. The alternative would be if I teleported to Ferox and restored everything. Then I'd have to get back to Malignus Mortifier. So I should have done that before I came here in the first place. But I didn't, so... Yep. I think I'm going to go to Ferox anyway because I do want to grab more food. So we're going to go to Ferox, we're going to restore, we're going to bank, or we're going to bank and then we're going to restore. And then we're going to teleport back somehow. Okay. That should be plenty of food. We're wearing the closest approximation to melee tank gear that I have, which isn't a very close approximation, mind you, but it is sort of. And then I think we're gonna take the boat to Arty. Actually, honestly, it's probably just gonna be just as fast to teleport to Valador and run south. Isn't that a depressing thought? Okay. Well, we'll take the Valador route. That's a little easier. Alright, I should have grabbed my clue. Well, there's a bank in the Piscatorius fishing colony, so after we finish the quest, we can bank there. I don't think it's locked behind a diary or anything. I think it's just locked behind the quest. All right. Now, let's fight. We want to pray mage against this thing. It's trolls versus skeletons. Skeletons pretty much win. Oh dear. Well, he's hitting a lot of 40s with that health bars and changing it. Okay, there we go. Yay, he defeats it. That was fun. How'd you do that? Uh-oh. There it is! That definitely looks like a regular troll. This is pretty much just the Cave Kraken boss, but green instead of yellow. And without its side tentacle things. Anyway, so we just stand here and smack it. Eat food if we must, until it's dead. We probably won't have to eat, because we're pretty leveled. I might not even have to prayer flick or anything, not use my prayer potion. Yeah, one more good hit and it's dead. Okay. Yay. And you can tell we left the instance because suddenly there's people here. Alright, we didn't have to use any of our resources we brought. It was definitely overkill. I figured it would be, but better safe than sorry. So you ask for a reward, and the wise old man's like, I can give you a reward too. You're like, can I have your hat? Can I have your hat? Back when this quest was made, that hat he's wearing would have been fantastically valuable. In old school, that hat is worth like a couple thousand gold at most, because of the way that rare items changed between RuneScape and old school RuneScape. In RuneScape, they have items that they remove from the game sometimes, and you just can't get them anymore. In old school, they don't do that. Anyway. So we keep bothering about his hat constantly. This is the only place where you can catch monkfish. Okay. They heal more than swordfish and, we're gonna call it lobsters, but are easier to catch than shark. Well, you know what else fits that description? Caramboins. And they're a lot more AFK. This was probably a lot more useful back when it was originally released, let's put it that way. Oh, 6-6 fishing. I'll take that. I went from being almost halfway to 66 to being almost halfway to 67 instead. Now, am I allowed to bank with you, or do I have to do a diary first? Okay, I am allowed to bank with you. I might as well do this clue step. Give me the spade. So monkfish aren't completely useless, but... Okay, Wilderness on the Lava Dragon Isle. Armadillion or Bandosian Guard. That is... over there. Sure, why not? Let's bank all our shit and get geared up for Wilderness. Actually, there's no reason to bank here. We're going to want to go to Ferox anyway. So we might as well bank here instead. Bank everything we have on us. Take the clue scroll. Take a spade. And I'm going to bring the crystal bow, I think, for a weapon. Let's go restore. With exactly 3 items on us, it's impossible to lose anything. Unless we are Scald, in which case we lose everything. But that's what Call Protection's for. Make sure that doesn't happen. You get Scald if you attack somebody first. If you defend yourself, you're fine. But if you attack somebody... Okay. So we want to go to level 50 Obelisk. Okay, we're here. wish that other dude who was with us on the teleporter luck. Hopefully I won't take him too many tries to get to where he's going. Okay. Just follow this thread of lava along. Leave me alone, damn it. Probably should gear up and come out here and kill lava dragons at some point for a battle staff. I don't really need the battle staff for anything yet, but it is kind of useful. And lava dragons aren't particularly difficult to save spot. Here, leave me alone. No, ouch, bad. You attack with range, don't you? Oh shit, I almost died. That is, by the way, how we're getting out of here. We're going to let a lava dragon kill us. And that'll be our free teleport back to Lumbridge. I would rather that free teleport arrive after I have my step completed. So we should have a pretty good chance of actually completing the clue on this step. I believe we're on step 5, and this should be step 6 completed once I do this. Something like that. Found a new clue. Kill a hellhound. Alright. Well, first of all, let's go get killed by a lava dragon. Hey, you, send me to Lumbridge, would you? Some of your dropped items are being held in the gravestone. Yeah, that's the gold we picked up. I don't know why I bothered to pick that gold up. It was like 35 gold. I don't give a shit. Alright, we have completed 6 steps. Okay, so the next step should be the casket. Which means we can complete this elite clue. Unless I am messing something up here. Alright, anyway. I'm going to bring some basic ranged gear. And then house teleport. And we're gonna go safe spot, Hellhound, and the Catacombs of Corrend. Okay. Corrend is over here. Now, Hellhounds are just over there. Hopefully there's nobody here. Okay, there is somebody there killing them with melee. Hopefully there's nobody using the safe spot, so I don't disrupt anything. I just need one quick kill for the clues, so if this guy doesn't like that, he can suck it, but he probably won't care. And that should drop not sure how it works. I believe it would drop the clue normally, but it might drop the casket if it's the last step. So I'm curious how that works. It does drop the casket. Nice. Alright. Well, let's get the hell out of here then. I kind of hope this is a mimic. Nope. Okay. We got a second master. Ugh. Okay. 5 rune bars, rune plate leg, dragon dagger. Okay. I'm not sure if I still need rune plate legs. Well, okay, I do need... I think I already have a rune plate leg at least. I'm not sure if I need more than that or not for clues. I have to look it up. Gee, maybe I don't have any rune plate legs. Oh no, I do have one, okay. The dragon dagger... Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a runite bar, a pair of runite bars into my inventory, and I'm gonna put the rest in the group storage. As well as the dragon dagger. Because the runite bars are used for Song of the Elves, and so I'm not sure who all's done that quest already. I know I haven't, which is why I'm keeping a couple of runite bars. One for that, and one for just in case I need one for something else. And I'm pretty sure Winter hasn't. And I know Crane has. I don't know about Cream, though. Anyway, let's store our stuff. So now I have 2 Master Scrolls. That is going to suck. I'm not sure how many Master Steps I can currently do, but I'm going to have to do what I did with the Elite Clues, where I open them both, drop one on the ground, and then try to do steps until I run out of doable steps. And hopefully we get at least one Master Casket out of the deal. Most likely we'll get no Master Caskets out of the deal and just 2 undoable steps. Either way, it's gonna suck. And depending on how bad, how exactly how undoable the steps are, I might end up having to just discard one, or worse, if they're close to doable, I might end up having to juggle them on the ground. Either way, I don't want to do that right now, so I'm just going to leave them in my inventory. And the next time I go to open clue caskets, I'm going to open one of the master clues, drop it on the ground, and then open clue caskets. And then if I don't get any more master clues, then I'll just store it. And that way I can have up to 3 master clues when I eventually get around to opening them. No matter how I deal with it, it's going to be a pain in the ass. But for now, we're just going to pretend those don't exist. Because that sounds like a fine idea to me. Okay. It actually took way longer to do all that than I thought it was going to. So I think I might have... Okay, I do have the Rex for Karamja Medium Diary now. whole bunch of stuff in here that I haven't done yet. So we should probably go about doing this. Oh, I need a gout tuber for this. I forgot I didn't have one of those yet. Okay, I need a palm tree. Can I grow palm trees yet? I don't think I can grow palm trees yet. No, I need 68, so I need 10 more levels to grow palm trees. We can do some other kind of tree instead of palm, but that would be... We need a palm tree later for the Elite Diary, so it's not worth doing that. Let's just mark that as done. Alright. We're not going to complete this diary today. Not even close. But we might as well do whatever steps I can do very easily. Okay, I need trading sticks for this. Do I have trading sticks? No. No, I don't. Okay. That's fine. We won't do that then. I can get trading sticks later. And just spider carcass, which I can get quite easily. I'm going to use the dragon halberd for this again. I don't suppose... It is not, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright, well, I'll take my machete. Actually, don't I have any arrow shafts in here? Apparently not, okay. Thought for sure I had some. Oh, I have a bunch of headless arrows, that's what I have. Okay. I'll bring 2 of those just in case. I need an axe. Okay. We should be able to do most of the steps with just what we have. I'm going to grab a couple of anti-poisons and a little bit of food. Okay. And then some gear. Nothing too fancy. Just some really basic stuff. All right. Now we take the boat to Brimhaven. But you know we don't. We take the minigame teleport to Fight Bet. Okay, we're not actually interested in doing Fight Bet. I believe I already did that quite a while ago. And the exit to this place is somewhere over here, I think. Yep, right here. And there's a shortcut over here that gets us into the area where we had to fight Alvarg. So we're supposed to go through the shortcut and then back through. And then through the shortcut. And then we gotta go up this rope over here to get to Crandor. Which is where a certain very unhappy dragon hangs out. And then we teleport to Ardoin and take the boat to Brimhaven. Oh, wait. No, I have an even better idea. We need to charter the ship from Cairn Isle to Port Khazard. Wait. There is a ferry ring right by there, isn't there? I don't know. It's kind of inconveniently located. Yeah, screw that noise. Let's go to Port Khazard. We'll take the boat over to Cairn Isle and then back. It'll cost a little more money that way, but that's fine. It won't be that much. We already did the quest that makes charter ships cost half price, so. Okay. Charter. Oh wait, can we not charter to that place? Apparently not. Well, I guess we'll charter to Brimhaven then. Because I'm too lazy to walk the rest of the way. We'll do this part later. Charter a ship in the shipyard. Damn it! I should have read ahead. Okay, let's charter to the shipyard, because I did notice you could do that for sure. And then we'll charter from the shipyard. Okay, charter to the shipyard. It's relatively cheap. Then charter from the shipyard to probably just Brimhaven. Okay. Now, if I can find a spider along here, we'll murderize it. Turn it into a spider on a stick and cook its ass. Failing that, I'll make a different plan. I could go into the Brimhaven dungeon now. Actually. Yeah, let's go into the Brimhaven dungeon. That'll save us a little bit of time. Okay. So we need to chop these vines. We need to cross some lava. And we need to climb some stairs. Okay, I think this might be the lava they're talking about. Requires 12 agility. Okay, so probably not then. Cross the lava to the west of the entrance. Alright. Down this passageway, I guess. This isn't even marked as a obstacle. That is indeed what they're talking about. Okay. Now, where are these stairs we need to go up? I believe they're talking about these or these. Okay, so we just keep running due south. We'll get to where we're going. And that should get us Brimhaven dungeon part done. Alright, now cook spider on a stick and charter a ship are the last ones. That we can easily do. So we will take the CKR fairy ring. It would help if I had a Drummond staff. I'm just way too used to having that on me at all times. Anyway. Drummond staff. Okay. CKR, I think it was. So this actually has some pretty substantial rewards. Access to the underground portion of the Shiloh Village mine, for example, is pretty nice. Outside of that, though. Okay, there's a spider right there. I think this spider counts, so let's murder his ass. And then we can run north a little bit and cook it on the fire there. Yep, spider carcass. Use arrow shaft on spider carcass. We use spider on shaft. And then there's a perpetually burning fire right over here that we can go burn it on. Or I mean cook it on. I hope we don't burn it. That's probably what's going to happen though. Nope, we cook it. Okay, cool. We have a spider on a shaft that we can eat now. Who knows what happens to the steak, but it's gone. Alright, now we charter the Lady of the Waves from south of Carnisle to Port Khazard. And then we've completed everything we can do readily. Like, we can do all this stuff. What's left? Some of this stuff is done already. Some of it's marked off because, okay, cut mahogany tree. I just need to get 100 trading sticks, which I should already be entitled to. Oh, we can do an ore in the Khazari jungle. Okay, that's trivial then. We don't screw trading sticks. Who the hell needs those? There's mahogany's right over here. No, right over, way over there. Okay. Let's do a little chartering and then we'll come back to the Khazari jungle via a faster method. Sail to Port Khazard and to Port Sarum. Okay, I'll buy a ticket for the ship. Khazard, please. Okay, so this isn't actually a normal charter ship. For some reason I thought it was. That would explain why we couldn't charter it back this way. Alright, well, now. To get back to where we're going, let's go to the monastery. And we pay 30 coins to take the boat to Brimhaven. And we pay another 250 coins to take the boat to, where do I call it? And then we need to get a gout tuber and the level to grow a palm tree. Although the palm tree part is optional. Okay, we take the cart for 250 coins. Okay. So we exit town by the main gate. I definitely need to get cranking on my fishing skill. That too, my farming skill. I need to set up a daily farm run. Or maybe not daily, but I need to start planning herb runs and that kind of stuff for this account. I didn't really do herb runs as a organized, structured task on the UIM, largely because I generally don't have seeds laying around, and when I do have seeds laying around, then I just blitz herb runs until I run out. But I have a lot more capacity for just keeping random seeds around on this account than I do on the UIM. So it makes much more sense to do things like do allotment. Okay, I'm gonna keep the logs actually. Okay, so I need a gout tuber. There's a reason why gout tubers are like extremely expensive. Actually, I wonder what gout tubers cost nowadays. Gout tuber. Gout tubers only cost 547,000 coins. Okay. Last time I knew they were over 1 million. So that's gone down quite a bit from what it used to be. Okay. I think I have the requirements. I have the requirements for the hard one too. Okay. I'd have to go kill a cat Zek in the fight caves, but that's not hard. But like, there's no point doing this before I actually go for the fight caves, which is not that far off in the future. I'm kind of surprised I have the levels for that. Oh, this is all the tasks on the elite tier? Like 91 runecraft is kind of a pain in the butt. Equip a fire cape, that's easy. Check the health of a palm tree, I'm planning to do that already. Create an antivenin while standing in the horseshoe mine. That would require 87 herblore. And having killed Zora or fish deals or something. And check the health of a Kalquat tree, which is 72 farming. Not terribly difficult. And that gets a few nice things. Free usage of Shiloh Village Furnace. Free access to the Hardwood Grove. Free cart rides. Red Dragon Hide from Red Dragons and Bringing of Dungeons is now noted. Okay. Bars from Metal Dragons, the Bringing of Dungeon, are now noted. Double Tackle from the Fight Caves and Inferno. That is not that useful. Resurrect with full health and restored stats once per day when you reach 0 hit points in the fight cave, allowing you to continue on with the fight. Okay. That hopefully is never needed or used. Anyway. Except for that 91 runecraft requirement. None of these requirements are all that hard. Well, okay, the 87 herblore is hard too, I guess. Yeah. 87 herblore is a bit steep. Yeah, the gout tuber is like a 1 in 100 or something chance. Every time you get a random event while chopping brush in Tabawana, which, yeah, I don't think I've ever done it where I didn't go dry. Probably need to see if I can shake Grain until his red topaz machete falls out. Oh well. Let's see, are there any other medium diaries that I'm close to? Actually, I think all the medium diaries, or most of the medium diaries except that one, are finished. Okay, wilderness, but nobody gives a shit about the wilderness. So that's the only medium diary I have left that I haven't done. Okay. Why isn't it showing Karamja Hard Diary as completable? Oh, I need 100 combat. Okay. Somehow I missed that one. I'm only 91 combat. Okay. Alright. That's why it's not showing as completable. With a few more farming levels for efficiency reasons, not because of actual requirements, and some more time grinding out table 1 to clean up, I can get all the medium diaries done. I suppose would be nice. I suppose that'll be nice. I should probably get back to cooking this fish I have here. I cooked a bunch of salmon earlier. Gonna eat them. Now I just need to cook the tuna and the bass and the lobsters. I'm probably not going to cook more carambons for a while at least. I'm really close to my next piece of Spirit Angler. I need to complete that yet. And then I'm pretty much done with Temperos for now. Obviously, I'd like to continue doing it for chances at the book, but also I don't want to. I'm not feeling Temperost right now. Matter of fact, quite the opposite. I really want something that AFK and Carambon fishing is exactly that. But anyway, those are all future Milo problems, because it is 10:35, and that is a perfectly good time to call it, I think. Tomorrow's Thursday, and Thursday means prototype. I'm quite looking forward to more prototype. Hopefully without any issues. I should probably check. Well, so the game crashed rather abruptly while I was trying to read or write to the disk. I'm not sure which. So hopefully we don't have any save corruption, and hopefully we didn't lose too much progress. But I guess we'll find out. Worst case, I suppose we'll have to start over. Oh no, what will I ever do? That would be truly tragic. I'd have to play more prototype. But anyway, that's unlikely. It'll probably be fine. And it'll probably just load us up at the end of whatever thing we had done last. But we'll see. Friday should be EDF. Should be fun. And then Saturday and Sunday will be Far Cry 4. But anyway. Yeah. For tonight, though, let's see. Is anyone streaming anything? Abby's playing Mech Warrior with Wasted and the Squirrel, it looks like. Yeah, okay. What's right, Abby? Sure, why not? Hopefully, I see you all back here tomorrow for some good old prototype shenaniganry. And I will see you all later. Good night and goodbye.